amazing movement. He was spreading the ball all the time. He was so powerful. Great. Fine. Tell my arm, but I'm very I'm a person for training. Tell the police are kill up. I don't go there. For free. And that's what they have this good guy went free. They have the went free. They have the other take them some of this. I've been on the president of Peter Man. I'm a Peter Man. You sign up, I don't be a people celebrity. Never a Peter name as I know the seat of it. People want to take you where they always sit. To make a set of a table. When you enter, you just have no very well for the opponent. You just actually, you know, shoot the air. You say, by your leader, you say, shoot the air. How can you shoot the air for them? And they shall shoot the air. You saw it by the way, and the police is on there. That's it. You take it by the police and your boyfriend.
A pleasant good afternoon. Welcome to the weekend edition of the program, Issues in the Society, with me, Stephen Compton. So we are here today, and I'm here with Mr. Masale, as usual. And so keep playing the King's Cash giveaway, star 799 star 26 hash, and stand a chance to win for yourself 10,000 Liberian dollars. All right, so let me now bring the team song down and usher in Mr. Masale. Mr. Masale, how you doing?
Good morning, Stephen. Oh, that's afternoon to you then, now evening.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's sorry.
You know, we always coming on in the morning now, so that's the reason why. Yes.
Yeah, to work.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, good evening to you people in Mama Liberia, and for me, that morning time to my end. You're sorry.
It is absolute to us here.
Yes, so this is the weekend edition. We are here again this morning. It's glad to be here. Happy belated on Valentine's. It's still continue. Happy Valentine's. Yes. Hope you guys had a wonderful day yesterday. And I know we saw the social media. It was okay.
Oh yeah, people, the love us then were doing that thing, all sort of things. Yeah, that's good. It's good to show love.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, so that's fine, and we are here. So those of you who are following us via our various social media platforms, share the live video, send in your text messages as well. Tell us where you are following us from. Like Abraham Abu Sharif just did. He said, "Good afternoon to you guys watching you from Red Light, Pinsville City." Thank you so much, Sharif. And you can do the same. Just tell us where exactly you are following us from. We are here up for now up to 4 o'clock. And keep playing the King's Cash giveaway, star 799 star 26 hash, and stand a chance to win for yourself 10,000 Liberian dollars. Okay, so Fatu Comment says, "I'm watching from Kakata Magibi County, Republic of Liberia." Thank you so much, Fatu. And yeah, so we are here again, and usually during the weekend edition of the program, we don't talk too much of politics, and but again, there were a lot of things that were talked about during the course of last week, and we noticed that there were a lot of you who wanted to participate. The people tried calling even after the program. There were other people who were still there calling. And we knew you people have something to say. And so we'll recap some of these things that we talk about. Bring in Mr. Mansale, probably have something to say. Then we'll open the line to you so that you can be able to talk what is on your mind. What is on your mind about those things we talk about, probably the current state of the country, what you make of it, all these things. And if we're you to have advised the current government, what would be your advice to the government? So, these are things we would like you to say. All right, so very quickly, we discussed a couple of things during the course of this week. Yeah. From Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we discussed a couple of things, ranging from the issue that has to do with the suspension, another thing that has to do with the impacts at the House of Representatives. One of those representatives was response to one of the associate justices, and all these kind of things. So we made mention of them. And a lot of people had other things to say. And just in recent time, we also talk about the issue that has to do with the suspension of Mana Glasgow. Why do you make of that also? These plus so many things that we made mention of. So very quickly, we don't have enough time in our favor. Let me now bring in Mr. Mansale as he, throw a little light on that before we open the telephone. So, Mr. Mansale.
Yeah, good morning or good afternoon again, once again. And I think we don't have nothing, excuse me, we don't have nothing much to say here today.
Mhm.
As we promise you people, when we run the show from Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, like on Saturday, if we don't have no trending issue in the country, and we will just recap those issues that we discussed, and you people can also call and make your impact on it, because those were things that we discussed. We saw what happened in Liberia, in our country, wherein another lawmaker going to vandalize a city speaker office, and even they are not having session at the Capitol building right now without no court order. We saw that happening. Another lawmaker or the Supreme Court, we all know they are the highest decision body making in the country. If you can get one of the justices to come and interpret what they meant about the ultra virus situation the last time that were mingling all in the country, and you see a lawmaker saying that that's a liquor talk. You see, these are things that we don't expect to see happening in our country. So what are the younger generation learning from such people? If you call yourself a lawmaker that went to represent a county or a district where you hail from. So this is just something we don't know. This is the result of electing irresponsible boys and girls because they give you bags of rice or cup of rice, and you say, oh yeah, this is the right person to go and represent me. And we saw what our president said. We are here, we enjoying ourselves. Instead of all going back to develop our country, Donald Trump is here for us. That kind of loose and reckless statement from the president. We also heard that, we also discussed it. And a lot of things that we discussed, but these are some of the issues. And we saw now the minority bloc, they are saying that they won't sit under the gavel of
Mhm.
because he was not constitutionally and legally elected as speaker. Those were things we saw. And even during the Armed Forces Day, we saw Madam Johnson Sirleaf, the former president. She didn't shake the quote unquote Joseph Boakai speaker here. She didn't recognize him. Even the guest speaker from Sierra Leone, the president of Sierra Leone, he came to.
Mhm.
They didn't even recognize him. Why you keep embarrassing yourself when you are only speaker to be recognized by Joseph Boakai and his gangsters and hooligans? You are not recognized internationally, even nationally by people. Okay.
Mhm.
So if we see this kind of thing happening in our country and they are calling on we, the diaspora Liberian, to come back to invest to build the country, how are we going to raise our life to come in a country where there is no rule of law? There is lawlessness is just the order of the day. So we discussed a lot of things. Some of you can still remember those things. We don't want to take your time. So this is
Mhm.
one that you call. Some of you try calling through the way you couldn't get through. This were things we discussed. You can call and make your input, but please, You can take your time to say sorry radio. You're listening to us, and time for you to call. We cut you off because you want to be calling and you want to be hearing yourself. It also disturb our ears. Okay, that's small money to go work on your ear when your ear get problem. So please calling, just turn off your radio. When you're calling, you can get back and see what you can do. And when you call here with feelings, we also cut you off. We don't enforce feeling here. Thank you. Have a nice day. You can continue.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. And before we open the telephone line, let me remind you again. Keep playing the King's Cash giveaway. The code is *799*26# and with that you can stand a chance to win for yourself 10,000 Liberian dollars. So the more you play, the better the chances are to win. And so you can now put in your calls to 0772239933 or 0886304497, or better still 0777980375. These are the numbers, and call and make your point on the program this afternoon. This person, hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, my brother.
Good afternoon. Tell us the name and where you calling from.
Thank you. Let me say hello to Matarek in the US.
Okay.
William, the official spokesperson by the French movement. And I don't want to say thanks to you. I want so much. But let me say that my talent said that you said nothing is moving. The rule of law and power later. And the person is taking our phone abroad and to come down and invest. How would they invest now? That we say do not join a rescue pool, bringing a winner out document. Even though I put the bed on the street and you just speaking out that you went back to go without document. And there is no plan I'm saying that follow for now trying to say you start on. He's telling you about the invest. Oh, they say put them spending money here, they're having you. He just told them money when they say go funny. You're selling the kind of power, but it's like going on. Today you go and give them this power, it's just on people to pull that heavy and pull that devil in. And they're wrong. So you know that it's not very good our country, it's just the people who come down here. When anything happens, I'll tell you, you take that December, whatever, the devil in thing, take that happy,
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, William. This next person. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon, Chief. I'm fine. Tell us the name and where you joining us from.
Yeah, thank you. This is the people's governor. Always talk about this thing about 10 governor. I'm so Isaac.
Okay.
Joining from Kingsburg. Yeah, you know, my brother, we want to say kudos to our brother in the diaspora there. Some of us, we have been keeping them in prayer. We are also praying for them. That's what we protect them on our side. But you know, like the brother said, for the diaspora, say, my brother.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay. He went up. Let's get this other person. Hello. Okay, yeah, you can call back. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to pick your call. You just went off the line. 0772239933. Let's get this person. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Tell us the name and where you calling from, Chief.
I'm glad to calling from Gambia.
You're right, go ahead. Okay, I really don't know why it's happening, but let me read few of the text messages we have here, beginning with Sibo Debbie Twe. He says watching from Uncle Sen Land. Isaiah H. Zemin following us from VOA Community RIA Highway. Boyman Obento Kedi says watching from the Hotel Africa. Thank you so much. And Ellis Tokpa, but let's get this person on. Hello. Okay, the person went off. Alex Tokpa says, I'm watching from So Clinic Community, Montserrat County, District 4. My humble advice to this government is let the government ask the ultra-virus speaker to step down and stop embarrassing the Liberian people. Thank you. Francis Bafo says, I'm Francis Bafo, watching from the compound of Semenko. Thank you for the show. Emmanuel and Moba. Moba said, can someone please help me with okay, yeah, so Emmanuel Moba, I think you what you're talking about is the code for today's code is *799*26#. Okay, so let's get this person. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon. Thank you. This is the governor.
Yeah, you are back. Yeah, go ahead now. Go ahead.
Yeah, I like the way the better put it. The rule of law needs to be respected, my brother. So look, if people choose that we think that also be our direct representation, when we get all the hearts of better that's supposed to set an example that the younger generation will find when people say they are looking for role model, it should be some of the law because what brother, see how you carry up to see in our when it comes to the majority block. The way that we are hearing that, oh my brother, the thing is just that for some of us young people in your country. The brother said it right. The people are not disrespected, the investor, the whosoever, everyone of us, maybe for us now, that we want our country to be developed, my brother. The people will look at your country and see how you people govern yourself. It's not because they should be the ones to set an example, but see how you are behaving in our hospital. It is so sad. Somebody go speak, then you go already abroad, doing look at how the other people try to the associated justice, the other side that make on top, look at it. So because they who are representing one, it should be of role model, they should speak as young generation will come there after them. You can't know about that they are not doing the right thing. You could go to the other board, they want to hear more say your own work more blood when you were coming to go there, get a wire to them. So there's a need that they should put their setting all of my brother because the country where that plan will get better for investors to come to the country and invest in our other brothers that in it as well. Look at the way the people actually people them different nationalities they are going back to their country. If I work with them, they want to come back with there's a need that people in your house will put the house and will go out of terror. There's a need that they put the right footing and you know that plan will be proud of them because they are the representation of what they know that what they are doing in our house. They will look at the is not going down with our activities of this country. So there's a need that they do the right footing and will tell us that because some of you guys in the media that continue to play the issue.
Thank you so much, Isaac. And let's get this one from the Ibrahim Abu Sharif. He said, "This is a region of tribulation, brother. Very, very sad time in our country." Okay, so keep putting your calls now 077223 9933 or 0886-4497 or 0777-980375 and keep playing the King's Cash giveaway at the same time. Star 799 star 26 hash and stand a chance to win for yourself 10,000 Liberian dollars. So, Mr. Mansale, while we still await more calls, probably you listen to a few of those issues that are concerns that were raised by the callers or those things they talk about. Probably want to respond to them. So let me not give you the time so that you can be able to respond to some of those things.
Brother, that's just it. Everybody know. And even those people who supported, excuse me, this government, they know what this government is doing is wrong. But some of them today, for them to just come out and say, oh yeah, this is not what we campaign for, this is not what we voted for. And they don't want to say it, but they will sit there and be insulting people where people are saying this thing. You see, which is not good at all. You and I know which one of the investors will take their money to come and invest in Liberia right now when they see this kind of thing are happening in the country. You see a country that had two speakers, and every now and then you see police brutality or lawlessness. You see problem in the house. Where are you going to sign agreement with this government when you go as an investor? Because now the Supreme Court, they are not recognizing Rachel Kuhn as a speaker. So who are you going to sign your contractual agreement with in the country? You see, no, but everybody cannot work in government. This is why the government had to create avenue for people to come in the country, investors, diaspora Liberia to come back to the country to invest. But under which atmosphere? What are those basic necessities? Now, when you talk about safe drinking water, we don't have it. You don't have it. There is no rule. There is no security. So why we guarantee you not to come to Liberia to invest? So the government, this government, they really need to put their feet down. They need to put themselves to order because they campaign on so many things. Like here, even my organization I have here, like my financial secretary, his entire household, they are all Unity Party partisan. You see, I get so many UPs that we all work together. And some of them, these are people who work in this country and they use the high-end money when they used to say, oh, we are ready to send support for Unity Party. And they were into it, sending their money. And today they are disappointed. And sometimes when they want to say this thing and say, let's pray for the country, you people brought this upon all the same, but this is not what we expected Mr. Baka to do. At his
Mhm.
age, the time he served in government, we had that expectation. But Amara Kone told you to lower your expectation.
Mhm.
You have to be real. See today, Yeke Koluba would sacrifice his life. He campaigned for this government because they all felt Josh Weah was doing the wrong thing. He can stand up today. See this other boy they call Martin Colley. How many people in Unity Party today they already criticize this government? When you talk, they say this government is better than Josh Weah government because Josh Weah government, his own people couldn't criticize him, but this government, the government own people can criticize the government. Okay, no problem. This is what this government, the people that brought the government to power, they are criticizing the government. What is the government doing? Is the president listening to them? No. So we have to be real. This is not what we want. Now, see what Ghana president have done. You see, I heard that the president went Addis Ababa, he rode a commercial flight. I don't know how to say it. So you were waiting for America to put fire on you before you start coming to yourself. But yet they stay. We still get people maybe from today inside and we don't know. Maybe we hear another corruption allegation or something again next week.
Mhm.
Everything about this government every day is another corruption. You see, you came to power, you don't want to see anybody that were working in the previous administration. Some of those people, they are qualified for those positions they are serving in. Even if you don't have people to put there, just maintain them there. Because why you came to rescue the country. But you want to get everybody out of government because they were associated with Josh Weah. And now you bring in people who are not even competent in those places. You see, what is the change? And when
Mhm.
you talk, it will be like Josh, we are did the same thing. And this is what I don't like to hear. You didn't come to power to repeat what Josh Weah was doing.
Okay, let me see what I can get this person on. Oh, the person went off. Okay, so 0772239933, 0886304497, 0777980375 are the numbers to call. Call us and tell us what you make of issues that we talked about during the course of this week, and also what is on your mind about the country or the government as well. So Josh Watkins Jr. says he's following us from a comfort zone there in district number 13, Monserrado County. Okay, yes, so and journalist Emmanuel B. Thomas is following us closely from his district number 16 residence. Okay, so yeah, go ahead, Mr. Masali.
So right now, like the people of Bon County, they had to start putting themselves together because I think James Colette and family, those people, they are a disgrace and serious embarrassment to the people of Bon County. So I think as the caller said yesterday, they had to start putting their signature together for them to go to the house and see what to do for those people to get out of that place because they are not there to represent them. As young as you guys are, you see, I can understand some people, this politics or this power, when they get there, they start to lose their senses. Because you go to your hall, you sit, and you know very well what you are doing is illegal, it's not right, it don't represent your character. So what you people are doing, why we happy to the younger generation, other young people that want to get up to serve as representative and thing. Other people will look at them and say, no, we can send you people over there, see what Jim Colette did, see what Famole did, and they will start naming other people. You see, during those days, our parents did the House of Representative and team. Those were places that they have responsible people, elderly
Mm,
people. You see, but today everybody feel like getting in politics, being a representative, senator, minister, director, that the easiest way for them to get rich. So everybody want to force their way through. And some of those guys have become a serious embarrassment. If Colette can say or the speaker didn't receive any letter, before taking over the office from code, so they don't need. You see, this is so embarrassing. Say to yourself, what you said, does that make sense? You call yourself an educated man, you call yourself lawmaker. You see, President Bwaka cannot say anything to this thing. As I always say, our children learn from us. President Bwaka became the president of our country. He is the president, and he was the first person to break the rule of law in the country, or something that he heavily campaigned on, that there was no respect for rule of law in the country. George Weah was breaking all of the rules, all the laws in the country. He was coming to fix them. What have he done? George Weah government was irresponsible and incompetent as if people claim. What is happening in the country today? Did we see this thing happening during George Weah administration? Hell no. So what can you say now? How do you feel to yourself? We said this man was a footballer. He was incompetent to lead our country. But during his presidency, we didn't see those recklessness, this irresponsible behavior carried out by lawmakers president as we are seeing. I think what we are seeing now, this were things that I think we're supposed to see during George Weah administration, but we didn't. So why will you say George Weah was irresponsible in how boys and girls, they were irresponsible, they were governing the country lawlessly? But today, see where we are. And this is why I continue to say, I stand with Donald Trump. We can't be working here day and night, paying huge taxes, and money be going to countries, more especially my country, Liberia, where the people, they are not serious. We are not here to be enriching people and their family while we are here suffering, and then we can see no change. Even when we are suffering here, the money is going there, and we see they are making impact in the lives of our people, no problem. Those money were sent to alleviate poverty, but instead the poverty rate kept increasing in the country on a daily basis, where few people are just enjoying. Today, our brothers and sisters, they are to be deported. We haven't heard anything what the government is doing to even talk to the American government or even the U.S. embassy in Liberia, but instead, the president is making mockery out of us. You see, this is so sad for us.
Oh
This,
yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought,
No, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, you can come in.
Yeah, yeah. As you said, we hope to hear, because the last time there was a communication that the government were putting in place some measures to be able to meet with the American government so that they can be able to sort out about the issue that has to do with the deportation. But up to now we have not gotten any information, and we hope to get information regarding that. But again, it looks somehow right, because owing to the president's recent statement, I really don't know how serious the government would be in terms of engaging the American government. I don't know how serious our government would be, because if the president can just come out and provoke the entire situation, I really don't know. All right, so let me quickly read a text from Stephen Sleh. He says, during those days, there were others who did not go to school, but they were representatives and they were making laws and doing the right thing. Yeah, you are right. You are definitely right. There were people who didn't go to school and served a lawmaker, and they did extremely well. So how having people now who claim to be quote unquote educated people, and they are doing things on the contrary. One thing, their stands and the step they are taking, and those things they are doing is something that is not helping our country. Thank you, Venetius Junior Bar, watching out from near Kutan. So keep putting in your calls on 0772 239933 or 0886 304497 0777 980375. All right. Yeah, so that is very very much important. So we are looking up to see what will become of their engagement, you know. So it's just very important for our country and at this time. Yeah. So Mr. Masala, you can go ahead.
Yes. So right now, our President Wakai or our president, excuse me, this is time you really need to put your feet down. If you can see, as I said, this issue about you say President Trump is stopping all funding and they want to see for 90 days. This is not just going to go for 90 days. I think you people see they have started checking already, see the 17 million that were to go to Liberia that have been putting stop to. And these are things those people they will go after this money that was sent to various countries and what did those people do with this money, and if they see those money were used or uselessly wastefully, just know that's the end of you. And so this is time that President Baka he's supposed to be putting measures in place. What can he do for the 90 days and even beyond? He should be taking a
Mhm.
bigger picture now. Why if this thing exceed the 90 days, how can the government survive those agencies and things that were funded by USAID? These are things they need to think about now. But instead, he stayed there focusing on witch hunt. Emma Glasgow, she was appointed by President Weah. Joseph Waka don't want to see her. Just the same thing today with Fonati Kofa. He don't want to see these people. You see today what happened to the central bank governor. What comes to your mind? This making to rescue our country. What were the ruling? What were the result from LACC that went to him that he instead of to put the central bank governor back to his position, he decided to like pay him off. Today we get nurses, we get doctors in the country, we get teachers. Those people they are not even say getting their salaries. See how their incomes are, they get their family to take care of. And you can just look at central bank governor and paying 300 and some more thousand, and that is going for 3 years. Why are you wasting our country resources like that? To tell you, this man he came with hate, he came with anger, grudge. How can you rescue this country if you have that kind of mindset that everybody that work under George we are I'm going to get them out of power? And I like what Emma Glasgow is saying that she's going to fight it to make sure that her character cannot be tarnished in such a manner. You see, and I think the central bank governor did the same thing, and we saw he came out clear, and she's going to do it because she did the first one. She came up, and he's still finding means to get her out. So those corruption or misappropriating funds and things. So she will go into it, and we the Liberian people will know. Oh yes, if the government what they say on her was true or false. But we know this is all about anger, grudge. President Waka came to power not to keep even ends that were working in George Weah administration into his government. So it continued. If this the rescue, you told us there will be no blue, there will be no pink, there will be no purple Liberia. There will be one Liberia. If this the one Liberia we have seen now, you people who supported this government, when George Weah came to power, in the first 6 months or 1 year, how many people lose their jobs? And compare it to Joseph Wakai's 6 months or 1 year in power, how many people are now jobless in the country? You people say you were cleaning the payroll. How will you be cleaning the payroll? You say those people they were ghosting, this and that. How are you taking all of these people for out of job and you see the country, the wage bill continue to claim more than ever before? What sense does that make? For example, I had 5 children, my wife and I we are 7. Now, if we were eating the $500 a month, then I take 2 of my children. Okay, I shake Aliyah to your go to your NT in Pennsylvania and be there because I'm spending too much money because we are saving. Okay, we will be here 5. And I send Ashik and Aliyah to their NT and I was spending 500 when the 7 of all were in the house. How will I take Aliyah to and Ashik and send them and then the
Mm.
I was spending there increased to 800? How come?
Mhm.
So this is the most sophisticated government we ever had in our country as they claim, but they just show all how corrupt, how irresponsible and incompetent they are. Now you see the minority bloc, they are no more going to under Richie Poon. what are you going to do if our country is heavily divided in such a way? Now we get minority block again, we get majority block. The us is divided into two. Come and make use of your 42 years in government. But this whole removal of Fonatikofa, this whole thing was masterminded by Joseph Wakai. This man didn't come to rescue our country, but instead he came to destroy our country. He came to revenge. People say I couldn't be president. Joseph Wakai, you have stolen enough money. You can leave our presidency and just sit down. Your age, you get nothing to lose. But instead of you just being there and continue to suffer with the Liberian people. So those people who voted for the Unity Party, why you get to tell us? This whole making to power, nothing he had changed in the country. 1 year had been wasted, another year is coming to be wasted because when this kind of nurse is in the house, again, who will come to do business with Liberia? Nobody can come there to do business. So where are the investors coming from now to come and invest into our country when there is no rule of law in the country? When our country is heavily divided and the president doesn't care to reconcile with the Liberian people to put the country together. Even himself, he continued to increase the division in the country on a daily basis. You see? But when we say some of these things, people want to come back at us because everybody know the true hurt. But say today in your closet, all the campaign promises Joseph Waka made, if he's going by those promises, as he said he was coming when he before he take office, he was going to declare his asset. Did he do that? No. Because he had nothing to show, so he had to steal enough money before he declared his asset. So that's the same thing those other lawmakers, those other ministers, ambassadors around they are doing. Because they learn from him. And today, that's why I say for me, I can't fall for that. That's a rhetoric. That's just a distraction from what happened on Armed Forces Day. See Joseph Wakai Liberia Army that I don't know if they even say reach 1,500. That Joseph Wakai couldn't inspect the army. They had to put it in a pickup, and people were there bringing all up president. The army of the United States of America. You know the number. You expect a president to come to work on his feet to inspect the entire army. Even those countries that was showing their president in vehicle to inspect their army. You check their army, the population. Madam Seli, as old as she were, but she used to work to inspect the army. This is just to tell you, Joseph Wakai, he gets some mental problem. This man, he's old, he's sick, but his wife and children, they continue to get their father in such a condition, and people are using him. They able to tell him, even if your father is no more president, I don't think they can take you off from those positions you guys are serving in. You see, your father, people are using him because they feel that he's the only means to their riches. And this is why those people fooled Joseph Boakai to power, because they feel like, yes, when we get Joseph Boakai, we're able to rip this country off. This is what they did to get him there. And today, his wife and children, they feel that, oh, yes, that's the best thing they are doing. But they are killing him. Joseph Boakai, he doesn't care for his own health. Even his wife and children doesn't care. They are all power greed. And this is where they are leading our country into the drainage today. So you people who voted for this government, you have to tell us if this is why you voted for, what is the change you people have seen since Joseph Boakai came to power. Because some of us, we knew that he couldn't do anything. So those things are not surprising to us, even though we pray for a better Liberia. But what we are seeing under this government, we don't think we are going to go anywhere. We have wasted 1 year, no achievement. This is another year we are in, and in as much as the horse is split, there will be no investor that will come to the country. And those of you are there waiting to work in private sector, how are you going to work in private sector when no investors are coming to the country? Even we, the diaspora Liberian, nobody is coming to invest in the country. So how will you get job? So this is time that you have to put your party sentiment aside and put your country first. You see? But if you decide to put party before the country, you're not going anywhere. Some of you are not even thinking about your future or your grandchildren tomorrow, or even the children you're having. But because of this party sentiment, oh yeah, this is my party, I can tell everybody I'm a sedition. I will forever, ever remain a sedition. But if CDC say, or Stevie Conto is the candidate this time on the ticket, and I know within myself, I believe in my party mandate, everything. I know what we stands for. But I know Steven, he cannot lead our country. He cannot make any difference in our country based on his past records and other things. I'm not going to give my vote to CDC that year because why I cannot put party over my country,
Mm.
my country interest first. So that year, I will give my vote to any other political party. The same thing in America, yeah, I'm a Democrat. But if Democrat pull out a candidate and I know this person, when they become president in America, it will be damaging for our country, I'm not going to vote for Democrat that year. I will vote for a Republican. If only a Republican get a candidate that I believe in. This is what we Liberians we have to start doing and forget about the two more party sentiment. And this is why when you come on the radio, people want to come and curse, and they know what you say is the truth. But because of they voted for this government, so they always want to come and defend this government. Why will you people be in poverty? We can be in poverty, and then we always want to come and defend those people who are the cause of all living in poverty and they are enjoying. Against TV $20. Call on our radio, my man, go and curse the men over there. Then you call him to curse.
Mm-hmm.
You spoil your own character. You spoil your own record. You see, because I have given you $20. So we have to forget the time for politics are over. We are not discussing politics now. This is time we want to see our country moving forward. So let's discuss the issues in the society while it's disturbing us. Instead of you looking at the truth and then you putting it aside because of party sentiment, like what is happening in the house now. Those lawmakers, the Rachel Nangwe Kun, all those people behind him, they know what they are doing is against the constitution. They are supposed to do it. But because they feel that they have been sponsored by the president, Joseph Numa Boakai, he's supporting them, this is why they continue to do what they are doing. Joseph Boakai gave birth to what those people are doing in the house. That's why they are doing it. Because he encouraged them. All the money that was spent to around LG Hotel, I don't know if they are still there or whether they have gone to their houses. Joseph Boakai, the executive, were the one that were giving all that money. You know how many thousands or millions of dollars were spent over there? And today, Liberian people, children are out of school. There is no medication in the hospitals, all of these things. But today, we say there to say, oh, yes, they are doing the right thing. And you yourself, you went to school. You know what they are doing is illegal. It's not right. But because you voted for Unity Party and you say, oh, you stand to say what they are doing is good. The speakership position and now for that position that you give to him, that now family inheriting. But because of party sentiment, you put party over your country. And this is why we continue to suffer. Because when this kind of lawlessness is happening in the country, no investor will come to that country. And you who supporting them for carrying on those irresponsible, reckless behavior, no investment will come to the country. You won't get job in the government. So your poverty will just continue. If the right happening, so kind of big company come, they employ you, you making 150, 200 a month, you're able to take care of your family. But 6 years you voted for Unity Party, you coming to say that 6 years you will not get job in government. They will only be giving you $5 to call on radio to insult us. Nothing till that 6 years finish. What becomes of your children's future? What becomes of your future? What are you going to plan for your children? If 6 years was just wasted for a party that you voted for that couldn't bring one investors that even help you to get a job to try to better the life of yourself and your children to come tomorrow. Let's start putting the issue of party over the country. That put country first.
Oh yeah, seriously. It's very important, and we are saying all these things, so we'll continue to guide our people, right? Because the then opposition, now the government, brought about red tricks and convinced our people, and they made the decision they made, and here we are today. There is something, if something is destined for you, it is just very difficult for somebody to take it away. Upon the former president's arrival yesterday, it's something that was so momentum. It just is signified that he just still the president. You know, everywhere he goes, whenever he makes any public appearance, it shows that he's still the president. You know, but again, as we always say, let not your anger, control you to make decision, you know, that will harm you tomorrow. And that's what Liberian did. That's what many Liberians did that brought us to where we are today. As I said, we'll continue to talk these things as we will be making decisions in the coming years again. You can now tell the difference. You can now see the difference. And you can look in the face of somebody and be truthful to them and tell them that things are not normal in our country. Everybody's saying that. Everybody is saying that. So you make the decision. The time is coming again that you will decide. And when that time comes, you should know how to go about making decisions. You see the United Party people, it should just bring something to your mind whenever United Party takes state power. These are things that always happen. The speakership removal and other thing, we saw it during their 12 years.
Yes.
We saw it during their 12 years. So whenever this particular party comes to power, these are things that happen. These are things that happen. They come and started fighting people, going against people, forgetting to know that those same people have families. And with the current state of the economy of the country, and you are going after people because they are associated with, we are associates, then you are not putting the country first. You're not putting its people first. And so it's just very bad for us and for our country. But again, we'll continue to say these things and advise you, our people, pull you on the rightful guard so that when the time comes, when you get ready to make that decision, you make the decision that will benefit you, benefit your unborn children, and benefit this country. Very quickly, we are almost out of time. Let me just read out the text message from Mary Tule. Tule said, good afternoon, my King's FF family. I'm following you from New Georgia Estate. Thank you so much. And Cecilia S. Yakpa is also following us as well. Yes, Cecilia, that particular information, I say I got it, and we'll further dig into that. Yeah, I assure you, when we get that information, we'll further dig into it to know, what is the cause and where he taking resources for which he's carrying on such a project. These are things that happen when these people they take certain position and just go about they do other things. Yeah. So, Mr. Masali, very quickly back to you before we close up.
This are the thing will continue to say, those people, the entirety of the whole speakership is all about budget manipulation. Yes, Stevie is supposed to get 5 million and we give him 8 million, and later on we go for the other 3 million and we share more ourselves. So, and then maybe another person is supposed to get 10 million, we give him 50 million. You see, Rachel Kuhanoye, this is one of the disgusting things. The many people calling a speaker, he haven't even yet declared his asset. You see? And those budget manipulation, at the end of the day, we hearing he breaking a horse down to build a new horse, this and that. Yeah, because he had already sold out enough money. And when you say some of these things, they will say, Josh, we are doing the city. Hell no. And this is why I always come back at them. This is why Josh, we are voted out. For you people to come and do the right thing. So why you people should come and continue doing those things? You said, Josh, we are dead. See today, Liberia, when Josh we are is even going to invisible pipe right now. Even when Joseph Waka is going somewhere, you even said no, the president is going somewhere, baby. That just but even when George Weah decided to ride bicycle for a horse to go to invisible pipe, the whole street. CDC, let's try to let's start putting our strategies together. Let's see where we all of our faults. Let's see how we can rectify them, and let's start putting our strategy together. This man had cleared our path for 2029, and for sure we will take it back.
Mm.
Start putting strategy together now. Start making plan what we can do to come with a real force to get back to power. This government still they get nothing to offer the Liberian people. So we wait to see 2029 again. This is why
Ah,
they keep intimidating people, they keep putting fear. They want to rig this election. This is why, but when that time comes, we will see what to do. Today, you see Liberia, there is no freedom of speech. You see Gregor Coleman and what they are doing in the country. You see the Army General of Prince Johnson. All of these things they are doing. And we know more to happen during the time of election. Joseph Waka only came under a fake name of rescue. Those people, they didn't come to rescue with the Liberian people because they served for 12 years. And according to Joseph Waka, they squandered those opportunities and see Josh we are coming to power, bringing young boys into position. And those guys were like, this is not my father's job. Let me try to put something down. And they were like, oh, Josh, we are children stealing. Joseph Waka said people were renting room today, they get mansion. What is happening today in your government too? So because I'm working, I'm earning my salary. So what should I
on the
do?
radio.
The way you people were just womanizing
I'm on the radio.
the salaries. And George, we have one of minister, they say no, we had to do something. So this is where they say they were stealing. Now you people keep now you're stealing. What are you people doing for the country? Your corruption is even higher than ever before. You see? So Joseph Waka, you need to see what to do to straighten the rule of law in the country. You had
Okay.
because Richard Nangwekun, we had to do the
Are you there? Mr. Masada, are you there? Okay. Okay. So we are out of time, and thanks to everybody. Up next is the entertainment show with the man DJ Diallo. That's a continuation of the show with the man DJ Diallo. And so keep playing King's Cash giveaway, star 799 star 26 hash, and set a chance to win for yourself 10,000 Liberian dollars. Thank you. We'll be here by the special grace of God on Monday with another fresh edition of the program. I'm Stephen Compton. Have yourself a blessed weekend.